yourself and to give gratitude to the sun. So let's learn how to practice this beautiful sequence called Surya Namaskar. As you can see, we're going to be at the top of the mat for this one. This will help you to complete your postures correctly. Initially, you're going to keep a little bit of distance between your legs. This will enable you to do the postures in the right way with no tension in your spinal region. Now you're going to roll the shoulders up and back, opening up the hips and the chest completely. This is known as Samastitihi. From here, we will exhale and bring the palms to the chest in a Namaste. This is your first position, Namaskara. Second position, inhale, arms up, and you'll arch back. As you arch back, hands in line with the ears, knees softly bent. This is the second one, and then exhale, and we'll bend forward. Abdomen comes onto the thighs, knees softly bent, fingertips on the mat. Right from here, number 4, inhale and take the right leg back. As you step back, you place the right knee on the mat and the left knee and ankle are in one straight line. Now we will retain the breath, place the palms on the mat and take the leg back. This is known as the high plank or Dandasana. As you can see, your shoulders and your hips are in one straight line. Initially, you can keep gap between your legs so that you balance better. Now exhale, knees on the mat, chest on the mat and chin on the mat. If you're finding this too challenging, you can even flatten your body completely, as Tejashi will show us now, and then raise your buttocks up and place the knees on the mat, elbows close to the body. So this is Ashtanga Namaskar. Now inhale and slide forward, snake pose Bhujangasana. Again, gap between the legs at the back, shoulders rolled up and back, looking forward. Now tuck the toes in, exhale and come into Parvatasana. Knees softly bent, legs together, palms digging into the mat. Now inhale and step the right leg forward between the palms. And here, if you find it challenging, you can see what Tejashi did. You can literally use your arms and take the right leg forward, right? Tejashi, could you show them that again? Just how to take the leg forward. So once again, if you can't reach far enough, take the leg forward with your hands. Alright, now let's move to the next posture. Exhale, take the back leg to the front and fold forward completely. From here, inhale and raise up, arch back. And exhale, palms to the chest in a Namaste. So this is one half of the round. We'll be doing the same set of 12 postures on the other side now. Let's practice together. So exhale, Namaskar at the chest. Inhale, arms up and arch back. Exhale and fold forward from the hips, bringing the fingertips onto the mat if you can, knees softly bent. Inhale and now take the left leg back, Ashwa Sanchalan, look up. Alright, and now we're going to take the right leg back as well into high plank or Dandasana. Now exhale and place the knee down, chest and chin down if you can. Otherwise, directly raise the hips up as Tejashi is doing. Now inhale and slide forward, Bhujangasana, snake pose. Super simple, legs apart at the back. Now exhale, tuck the toes in, hips up, coming into Parvatasana. And now release and take the left leg forward between the palms, Ashwa Sanchalan once again, looking up. Now take the back leg to the front and exhale, fold forward completely. Inhale, take the arms up and arch back. Exhale, palms to the chest. That brings us to the end of one round of Surya Namaskar. Let's go for the second. This time we'll try and understand the breath cues better. So exhale, palms to the chest. Inhale, arms up and arch back. Exhale, fold forward from the hips, Padahasta. Inhale, take the right leg back. Look up, open the chest. Retain the breath, palms to the mat, take the leg back. Now exhale, knees, chest and chin on the mat, however you're able to place it. Then inhale and slide forward into snake pose. Exhale, tuck the toes in and raise the hips up. Inhale, take the right leg to the front. And exhale, back leg to the front as well. Now fold forward and then inhale, raise the chest up, arch back. And exhale, palms to the chest. So now let's do the same thing on the left side. You're doing an amazing job. Just keep at it and do the postures as best you can. Namaste at the chest, exhale. Inhale, arms up and arch back. Exhale and fold forward completely. Fingertips on the mat, left leg back this time. Knee flat on the mat, open the chest, look up. Now retain the breath, palms flat on the mat, coming into plank position. Then exhale, knees, chest and chin, Ashtanga. Inhale and slide forward into snake pose. Exhale, tuck the toes in and raise the hips up. And now we're going to take the leg forward into Ashwasanchalan. And then take the back leg to the front, Padhasta. Fold forward. Inhale, arms up and arch back. Exhale and palms to the chest. Brilliant. So you've just completed 2 rounds of the Surya Namaskar practice. Now going to go for our third and final round. Here we'll be adding the Sanskrit names of the asanas, just so you get familiar with the actual names of the practice. So now exhale and palms of the chest, Namaskara. Inhale, arms up, arch back, Hasta Uttan Asana. Exhale and fold forward, Padhastasana. Fingertips on the mat, right leg back, Ashwasanchalan, look up. Retain the breath, palms to the mat, both the legs back, Dandasana. Now exhale, knees, chest and chin down, Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale and slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck the toes in, Parvatasana. Inhale, right leg to the front, Ashwasanchalan. Exhale, left to the front, Padhastasana. Inhale, arms up and arch back, Hasta Uttana. And exhale, palms to the chest, Namaskara. Now we're going to do the same thing on the left side. Exhale, palms to the chest. Inhale, arms up and arch back, Hasta Uttana. Exhale and fold forward, Padhasta. Fingertips on the mat. Inhale, left leg back, Ashwasanchalan, look up. Retain the breath, both the legs back, Dandasana. Now exhale, knees, chest and chin down, Ashtanga. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck the toes in, Parvatasana. And now left leg to the front, inhale, Ashwasanchalan. Exhale, back leg to the front, Padhastasana. Inhale, arms up and arch back. Exhale, palms to the chest. Beautiful. So great work by Tejashri there, and I'm sure you did an incredible job at home too. These were our 3 rounds of the Surya Namaskar practice. Let's now move towards our asana segment. So for this, we're going to first just spread our legs apart. We're going to start with something known as Kali Asana. Don't worry if you've never done this. We're going to demonstrate it for you first and then take you through it. So increasing the distance between the legs into a wide stance, toes pointing outwards and getting that firm grounding. Now let's watch how Tejashri does this as she sinks her hips down, bringing the thighs parallel to the mat. First, she's going to take her right forearm, place it on the right thigh, and laterally stretch with the left arm going in line with the ear. She's going to gaze up and stay here for 5 simple breaths. Then she's going to release her hand and come all the way to the front, finishing Kali Asana and rising upwards. Right? Then we repeat the same thing on the other side. So let's practice this all together. Please don't worry if you can't sink down completely. Just as much as you can go is absolutely fine. Let's now separate our legs, wide stance everyone. Toes out, heels in, hands at the hips, sink down. Now coming all the way down, thighs parallel to the mat. Make sure your spine is lengthened, you're not falling forward or backward. And let's take the right forearm, place it on the right thigh. And in the same process, take the left arm laterally, stretch it in line with the ear. Look towards your armpit and breathe. 1, 2, just ease out. 3, 4, and 5. Now come back to the center, gently releasing your arms, straightening yourself up, standing position. Let's repeat the same thing on the left side now. So once again, sinking down. And then gently, you're going to take your left forearm, this time on the left thigh. Take the right hand off the hip into the air, lateral stretch. Let's hold here for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now gently release and start to come back, straightening and standing in one position. Great, so that was our Kalyasana. I'm sure you've got an amazing stretch on your inner thighs. We're now going to move towards the next asana, which is going to be Virabhadrasana in a reverse position. So once again, Tejashree will demonstrate it for us first. We're going to open up once again. I'm going to point the right foot towards the right side. Here you want to make sure that the heel is in line with the midsection of your back foot. As you can see, Tejashree's is. Now we'll take the hands in one straight line. And once we feel comfortable, we'll bend the right knee. Really lowering it down. Make sure the hips and chest are still in the same line, facing forward. And now let's arch back, reverse warrior. Bringing your left hand on the left thigh as low as you can and arching back. Don't worry if this is challenging, you can hold wherever possible and flatten your arm. We'll hold here for 5 breaths. Release the hand gently and come back. Alright, gently release the bend. Let's practice all together now. You're all at the top of your mat. Now open out, take your right leg back. Let's start. We're now going to turn the right foot towards the right side, Virabhadra 1, or rather reverse warrior. We're going to take the hands in the same line, bend the legs at the knee and reverse this position. So arching backwards, laterally stretching. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now gently release the stretch. Come back to the center and release the bend in your knee. Let's repeat the same thing on the other side now as you turn your foot towards the left and start to bend the knee now completely down. Once again, bring your arms in a straight line, and as you arch back, placing the right hand on the right thigh and completely arching. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now let's release and come all the way back to the front. Release the bend in your leg and stand up straight. All right, now let's come back to the top of the mat and let's go for our next asana. We're going to be doing the upward dog twist, also known as Urdhva Mukha twist. So let's come onto our prone position on the mat. That basically means you lie down on the stomach or the abdomen. Now I'm going to have Tejashree demonstrate it for us first and then we do it all together. So you're going to raise your upper body up as Tejashree is doing. Your arms become straight, wrists and shoulders in one line. Now when we say we're going to do a twist here, what we mean is you're going to twist to the right and gaze at your ankle or the foot at the back. And we'll hold here for 5 breaths and then repeat the same on the other side for 5 breaths. Alright, let's practice this all together. Simple asana, highly effective, fantastic for your spine, hips and chest. So let's do this now. We're going to place the palms in line with the chest. This can also be push-up formation. And now gently raise the upper body up, making the hips, making the shoulders and the wrists in one straight line. Now you're going to twist and look at the right foot. Looking there, hold for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now let's change the direction. Looking on the left side at your foot at the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's bring our head back to the center. Release this asana onto the mat and release. Fantastic. So that was our Urdhva Mukha twist. We are now going to move towards our next asana, which is a butterfly pose or Baddha Konasana. So let's transition, coming into the sitting position here now. This is one of my favorite postures because it gives you such a great effect on your thighs and hips. Let's see how this looks and then practice it together. So Tejashi is going to show us how we bring our feet together, touching each other directly, bringing it as close to your body as you can. While doing this, as you can see, your spine becomes upright. You form an interlock with your fingers at the feet and you roll your shoulders back. Don't worry if your thighs are up and are not falling down. Sometimes we do end up looking like this, which is completely fine if you're a beginner. Over time, your thighs will fall out on their own and you'll be able to improve your practice. So let's do this asana all together now. Extend the legs forward and let's bring the legs back in, placing the feet together and letting the thighs drop down naturally, only as much as they're going. Let's hold here now for 5 deep breaths. 1, 2, keep breathing. 3, 4, and 5. Now let's gently start to release this posture. Extend the legs forward, release the hands, shake out the legs if you need to a little bit, and release the hands by the side of your body. Alright, now we're almost towards the end of the class. We have just one more asana to go. Let's lie down on our spine for this one. This is known as Supta Padangushthasana, which basically means that we're going to be catching our big toe. Alright, so let's see how to practice this and then we'll do it all together. So Tejashi is going to join her legs together first, arms by the side of the body. Now raising the right leg up to 90 degrees. You can keep the knees softly bent initially, right? Especially if you're a complete beginner, please keep the knee softly bent. Take the right hand and you try to grip the big toe. So you form a 3-finger grip there and you hold. Now as much as you can straighten the thigh and the knee, you try your best and then you stay there. The other arm and leg are flat on the mat and we hold here for 5 deep breaths. 5 on the right, 5 on the left, and then we release. Okay, so let's come back, release the posture now. Let's all practice it together, bringing the legs beside each other, hands beside the body, palms flat. And now let's raise the right leg up to 90 degrees, knees softly bent. Take your right hand and grip the big toe. As you grip it, extend the leg upwards as much as you can, no pressure and no forcing. Now let's hold here for 5 deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Gently now release the grip on your big toe, release the leg and extend it forward. Brilliant. Let's now do the same thing with the other leg. Slowly take the left leg up to 90 degrees. Alright, now keep the knee softly bent. And take your left hand, grip the big toe with your fingers and extend the knee and the thigh as much as you can. Now let's hold here for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's release the grip on our toes and extend the legs down onto the mat. Brilliant. So that brings us towards the end of the session for today. We're now going to end this class with a relaxing Shavasana. You're going to increase the distance between your legs, keep the palms facing upwards, and relax your neck and your spine. Now close your eyes once you're ready and just allow yourself to breathe here. With your eyes closed now, just scan your body from the tips of the toes all the way to the top of the head, trying to experience the different ways in which your body moved today and what you learned about yourself in the process. Looking deep within and trying to understand. And now let's spend some moments of silence. Now slowly and gently, let's bring our awareness back into the present moment, moving the toes and the legs, gently moving the fingers. And now slowly, you're going to start to bring your legs together. You're going to take the hands and interlock them, take it above your head, and get a good stretch here, stretching from the toes to the hips to the head. And exhale, release, and release the hands. And let's turn over onto one side. As you turn over, bend the knees, bring the knees close to the chest. Keep your hand on your knees, just hugging them inwards. And you can keep the hand under the head, just resting for one deep breath. And when you feel ready now, slowly use your arms and your body to push yourself up into the sitting position. As you sit up now, keep your eyes closed for just a little while longer. We're now going to chant the Om along with 3 Shantis to end today's session. So bring your palms together at the chest, all of us together. Taking a deep inhalation inwards, inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And now gently and slowly rub the palms together, creating some friction or heat energy. And when you're ready, place the palms on your eyelids, cupping them, providing them with some warmth. Gently release in front of the chest. Open your eyes, look at the palms. And with a great smile, come all the way back. Right? So that was our Yoga for Beginners session today, where we focused on the hips and the heart, trying to open up these regions and trying to make us understand a little bit more about ourselves. So I'd like to thank Tejashree for joining us for today's practice, and I'd like to thank you for taking your first step on your yoga journey. We'd love to see you in the next session. Until then, take care, keep smiling, and we'll see you soon. Namaste.